Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Anthony Speciale with Hawkeye Traders. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Before we jump into today's session, we just need to disclaim that anything I share with you today is not to be taken as financial advice. It's for educational purposes only. Today, I want to talk about something special. I want to talk about breakthroughs. Now, breakthroughs come in all different types of forms and ways and shapes and sizes. There's personal breakthroughs, there's professional breakthroughs, there's financial breakthroughs, there's career breakthroughs. My question for you today is, did you witness a breakthrough this weekend? Something you personally did, something a family member did, a loved one. Maybe you witnessed a complete stranger have a breakthrough. And guys, breakthroughs are normally bittersweet. Typically, they come in the form of something that you've been working for and struggling through, when these breakthroughs actually happen. So just take a second, reflect on the weekend. Did you accomplish something you set out to? Did you witness somebody, accomplish something they set out to? Was it planned or was it completely unexpected? I just thought that this is a pretty interesting topic because it's relatable through every single aspect of our life. So this weekend, I personally took my wife out to her first 3D archery shoot. Now, I shared with you guys a couple weeks ago that this has been a pastime of mine for pretty much my entire life. So as soon as I put a bow in my wife's hands, naturally she kind of grabbed onto it too. And then when I planned to spend this past Sunday relaxing, we ended up driving a couple hours to go do a bow shoot, but it worked out awesome. We had a great day. She shot fantastic. But she had a personal breakthrough. She shot her arrow in the exact same spot that she shot her previous arrow. You could see in the center picture that she shot her arrow in half. That's pretty amazing. Most people can't hit the same spot twice to save their life, but my wife did it, on her first or second time out, in the field. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. We had a great day. You can see in the bottom right picture, this is something we do together. We bond. We enjoy each other's time. We went hiking in the woods. It was just really, really a special thing. It was a special breakthrough for me to witness her work so hard at perfecting her skills that she exceeded my expectations and her own. So it was really cool. So while I'm out in the woods with my wife having a great time, my buddy texts me. Now for Father's Day, I gave my buddy and his kid 2 fishing poles because they've never gone fishing before. His kid's like 3 or 4 years old. He's just a little guy. And he's like, I really like to take him out fishing. I said, listen, it would be my pleasure to give you and your son your first fishing poles to take your kid out fishing. I mean, it was something I did as a kid with my father. It's something I still do today. I think you guys are coming to realize I'm a big outdoor guy, which is, I just love the outdoors. It disconnects you from everything, and you really get to reflect on life, while you're enjoying the beauty of nature. So, fast forward, they finally got around to using the fishing poles I gave them a few months back for Father's Day, and his son caught his first fish. Now, guys, listen, you may look at this fish, and the reason I put it in the picture in his hand to show you was how small it is. I mean, this fish could be used as bait, but for his son, this was a breakthrough. That's not only the first, but the biggest fish he's ever caught. Now, guys, breakthroughs don't have to be huge. They don't have to be monumental. They can be small. And to this little kid, catching his very first fish with his dad on his first fishing trip out, let me tell you something. He called me while we were in the middle of the woods, and I could just hear his son in the background screaming in excitement. And it was really just humbling and really fulfilling to know that I took part in his first breakthrough, in his first, catching his first little fish. But like I said, it's his first fish, and it's the biggest fish he's ever caught so far. So for him, this just, was something that he'll never forget. And knowing that I had a little piece of that, with them, and them calling me on the phone, it was really touching, but it was a special breakthrough. So, I had 2 special breakthroughs this weekend that I wanted to share with you guys. I just wanted to run it real quick, jump through the charts here, just take a quick peek. The Dow has really no direction right now. Now we're kind of congesting. The past 3, 4, 5 days, we're just fighting price in the same area. We tested weekly supply and demand there. There's really, we're just floating sideways. The monthly is just completely congested with supply and demand. There's very little direction here. Let's just sit tight here and let's see what happens. There's not too much here that makes much sense to do at this point in time. In the Nasdaq, we saw it broke down. We saw it triggered a daily downward trend dot. We got a double dot higher time frame roadkill. We have some mixed trends on our higher time frames, but we're also sitting in weekly demand. So taking a downside trade at this point, there's really not such a great clear target. So once again, this is also another situation where I would sit to the sidelines and see where things go from here. I mean, this could just be temporary pullback. We could rally back through. If we can get an upwards signal, then we can keep going, because there's certainly nothing above that's really stopping us at this point. Similar to on the S&P as the Nasdaq, we broke down. We got a double dot roadkill here. But we're still lacking some supportive trend. We're still lacking some supportive volume. We tested a demand zone here on the weekly. We're just trying to. There's a little congestion here. There's a little uncertainty in the market. Personally, I think it's time to just sit tight. I don't know that I would make any bold calls at this point with what I'm reading here on the charts. Guys, with that, I want to go back to the breakthrough, because it was really my topic for today. It was something that I witnessed this weekend, and it was really a very humbling experience to watch somebody else have a breakthrough. Sometimes it takes an overwhelming breakdown to have an undeniable breakthrough. It's a great quote. Guys, I've probably failed in my life more than most people have ever succeeded. Or even tried to succeed. Let's put it that way. I shouldn't even say succeeded. I've failed more than most people have even tried. It takes perseverance. It takes patience. It takes faith to get to where you're going. And with that, when those breakthroughs happen, and it doesn't matter if it's your first biggest tiny fish that you caught, or the first arrow that you chopped in half with another arrow, or whatever it is, your first winning trade. Life is full of tiny little breakthroughs, and as those tiny little breakthroughs build up, they become bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's when, the magic kind of starts to happen. So I wanted to share this quote with you today. I thought it was pretty powerful. I thought it reflected on my weekend well, and hopefully somewhere it resonates with your weekend too. Now, guys, talking about breakthroughs. Right now, we are poising to launch big energy profits. So I ask you, if you have a little time next week and you get an email from me from Hawkeye, or from me from Big Energy Profits, this has been my life's work that I have spent so many years building to share with you. And I just ask you from the bottom of my heart and all the humbleness inside of me to take a little bit of time. Watch the webinar that I've worked so hard, and my entire team has, to put this together. I want you to really see how I've brought my life into this, and how it's changed my life, and how what I do can really change yours as well. So if you have time, once we launch the product, I know we have an overwhelming amount of interest in it, but please try to watch the webinar. I would really appreciate it. Because it might be a fit that you're looking for, Guys, head on over to HawkeyeTraders.com. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Give us a call, 888-233-8595. If you're not currently using our indicators, please click the link below. Watch this webinar. I promise you it's well worth your time. If you have questions, if you have concerns, if you need explanations, please reach out to us. I promise if my support staff can't get to you, I will personally get to you. I am literally returning emails every single day, and I love hearing from you guys. It makes me know that what I'm doing is making an impact with you. All right? So with that, have a great day. Have a profitable day and have a blessed day. Take care, guys. Bye.